Jackie Mears, I'm out of Old Town. We've heard a little bit about your backgrounds, but I'd like to go a little bit deeper. This is a yes or no question. This is for all of you. So if we could start from the left and just go right down. Have any of you ever been or currently are being under investigation for any crime to include child physical or sexual abuse?
I have to start here because I have to follow the rules. Short answer is no, I guess. It's a no.
Rich Harder, I was arrested in 2016 for disciplining my daughter. We were in the car, my daughter's right here, Catalin, and I slapped her in the shoulder for speaking disrespectfully to her father. A simple backhand like this. A lady in the car in front of us saw this through the rearview mirror, called the police, and the police did their job. Sandpoint police came up and they investigated, looked into it, and said, we have to make an arrest here because we have to worry about the child. I am grateful to the Sandpoint Police Department because they could have arrested me for child battery, they could have arrested me for domestic violence, but they knew that this situation was not that big of a deal. They knew it was simply a father, a good, solid Christian father disciplining his daughter with a simple backhand to the shoulder, and they arrested me for simple battery. Child Protective Services came out the next day, about approximately 24 hours later. They spoke to my daughter independently, they spoke to me independently, they spoke to my wife independently, and then they spoke to us all as a family. And at that time, Child Protective Services walked out and said, you have a very loving home. You were raising your daughter in a very good way, and we really appreciate what you're doing. They went back to the courts and told the courts the exact same thing. My attorney at the time told me that I needed to take a plea deal so I could get a deferred judgment. I accepted the plea deal. It was a deferred judgment, and 1 year later, everything was dropped off of my record. I believe that we have the right to raise our children the way we want without government interference. I don't think there's a single person in this audience that hasn't experienced the backseat slap. I know the older generation has. When you're back there in the back seat and you're going off and then all of a sudden your dad reaches back, hey, quiet down back there. That is exactly what happened between my daughter and I. And I thank you for that question. I'm so grateful that I'm able to get this out into the public. I'm sorry?
I said that was a yes or no question, but thank you for your answer.
Well, I have 2 minutes, ma'am. Thank you.
Dave Bowman, District 3, I have none.
Jeff Conley, District 2, no.
Randy Flaherty, District 2, no. No.
Ed Norman, no.
Monica, Assessor, no.
Jesse Webster, no.
Clarissa Foster, no.
Bob Mears, no. Brian Riley, no.
Luke Almond, no.